I'm Scott Ott, and here's a thought. As President Obama once said, it's time to restore science to its proper place. And as any scientist can tell you, the proper place for science is in the political arena. That's why so many journalists are now asking Republican presidential hopefuls whether they believe in evolution. And there's a good reason for this. You see, talk show comedian Bill Maher and others have suggested that it's important to ask Republican politicians about evolution because it says something about their rationality. If scientists all believe in Darwinism, but a politician doesn't, how can they make rational decisions in the White House? Of course, President Obama is a Christian, which means that he believes that a man was slaughtered on a cross, died, was buried, and 3 days later rose from the dead. Of course, that was before President Obama stopped global warming, so maybe Jesus wasn't really dead. Maybe he was just very, very cold. Now, Republican presidential candidates never do very well answering the evolution question. Do I believe in evolution? I believe in Jesus. I mean, who is this evolution guy? So as a public service, I'm going to provide answers so plain and simple that even a conservative candidate could use them. Do you believe in evolution? Well, sure, I believe in evolution. I mean, just ask my beloved wife. And by love, I mean that her pheromones and phenotype activated my electrochemical impulses, and that helped me to pass on my DNA. We have a very empirically practical kind of love. By the way, a couple years ago, I gave my little niece a can of slime for Christmas, and she looked at me somewhat disappointed, and I said, "Don't worry, honey. In 100 million years, it'll be a Barbie." Do you believe in evolution? Why? Do you need some help getting rid of children with congenital defects or slaughtering the retarded to clean up the gene pool? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say it that way. What I meant to say was, do you need some help slaughtering some intellectually challenged people in order to clean up the gene pool? After all, if we allow the defective ones to live and reproduce, well, then this whole survival of the fittest thing is out the window. I mean, we're like our own worst enemies, aren't we? Do you believe in evolution? Why, yes, I do. And you appear to be a threat to me. Do you carry a concealed weapon? No? Good. Because I think I now know how this survival thing is going to work out between the two of us. You know what I'm saying? Bye-bye. Do you believe in evolution? Well, as Richard Dawkins wrote in his book, The Selfish Gene, I'm basically just a mobile meat bag for transmitting my genetic information through the endless ages. So you might want to ask my DNA that question. It's really above my pay grade. Do you believe in evolution? Well, I don't expect you to take my word for it. Why don't you put me to the test? Show me a pod of beached whales. If I attempt to drag the whales back into the ocean, thus saving their lives, well then, you know that I don't believe in survival of the fittest. However, if I use a garden tool to beat the whales to death, well then you know that I'm a true Darwinist. You know, they say whales are very highly evolved. I don't know about that, but they sure are tasty. Do you believe in evolution? Well, evolutionary biologists like Richard Dawkins believe that evolution took place over vast spans of time, very slowly, kind of like a slow-cooking crock pot. However, the late scientist Stephen Jay Gould said the Earth isn't old enough for it to happen slow like that, so there must have been some evolutionary leaps forward, kind of like a microwave oven. Well, Gould's critics called this evolution by jerks. And Gould called the crockpot theory evolution by creeps. You see, the major evolutionary theories conflict with each other and contradict. They can't both be right. Of course, if it would help me get elected, I could believe one or the other or both. What do you think? I mean, what do the polls say? What are you hearing out there? I'm Scott Ott, and there's a thought.